For today's iPhone app review, we're taking a look at the game Blob, which is ported over from the consoles. And with Blob, it's a pretty unique game on the iPhone for a couple of reasons. I'll show those to you. First of all, we got our option here to enable sound with a yes or no in the corner. And the reason I point this out to you is because there are several screens in which it might make sense for those of us who have been using other iPhone apps to just touch the screen, but rather than touch the screen, you need to press the OK down in the bottom left button. So we'll go ahead and press play here. I do want to show you, we'll go into training, I want to show you one unique thing about the calibration on this game. Here's one of those screens. Now after I read this information, if I tap it, that doesn't do anything. I actually do need to go down here and hit OK. But you'll notice you get the screen to enable tilt control, which obviously you would most likely want to do that. But what's nice about this game, and something we haven't seen in very many other games on the iPhone, you can actually hold the device the way you're going to be playing it. So if I'm going to be playing it flat, I would hold it flat or at a little bit of an angle in this case. So I'm going to say I'm going to be holding it at a little bit of an angle. And then what that does is it treats that as the center point. And then I'm adjusting the blob, or Blob, from that point as I go through the game. As for the gameplay itself, if you're not familiar, you play a paint blob and you go around grabbing colors. And then once you have different colors here, grabbing colors, and then once you have these colors, you want to run in to buildings and make these flowers grow and everything else. It's some fun gameplay if you've never played the game. Heck, I guess it's fun even if you have, right? And as you go on, you'll run into different enemies that you'll want to squash with your blob, and certain buildings will require certain colors of paint, etc. So it's a fun game, and you know, it really translates over well to the iPhone, and yet feels like a console game. It feels like, from the depth of the instruction to the different levels and the controls and the gameplay, like this is kind of on another tier as far as apps for the iPhone are concerned. Now, of course, going along with that, it is a $6.99 purchase, which frankly isn't bad when you look at some of the $10 titles, and it's miles above some of the $2.99 titles. So if you've ever played it on the console and enjoyed it, you'll enjoy it on your iPhone as well. If you've never played the game, give it a shot. I think you'll like it. It's Blob for the iPhone and iPod Touch. For thedigital lifestyle.tv, I'm Ryan Ritchie.